Hello, how are you doing today? Cindy Weber here with another Yin Yoga Practice. And I ask you that question, how are you doing today? Because I care about how you're doing today. Hope you'll join me for this practice so that you can come into contact and in touch with and breathe through what is going on in your life right now. This coronavirus pandemic is very hard on all of us, and permission granted to just feel your feelings and be who you are. And hopefully through your Yin and other yoga practices, you'll get a deeper dive into knowing yourself. So we begin today seated forward. And if you don't have any pillows with you, just go ahead and grab some. We're just going to straighten our legs out ahead of us. Put one pillow in close towards your belly, and the other one can be on your lower legs. And if you have any kind of knee troubles and at any point want to tuck a smaller pillow underneath your knees, feel free to do so. I know for my body alignment, I feel better if I put a little pillow under there after a short time. So know that that's always an option. And we'll come to each pose at our first edge, and then through your breath, you might notice that your edge recedes a little bit. But if you go a little bit too deeply into the pose in the first place, feel free to know that you can back out of it at any time too. All right, feet are flexed. Inhale your arms way up. Feel the crown of your head being reached up too. And then hinge forward from your hips, and then reach the hands toward the toes and allow your spine to round if you like. If your doctor told you never to allow your spine to round, and then stay tall. Okay, otherwise try and find some comfort here as you're reaching toward your toes and then relaxing the shoulders. Again, you may wish to prop your head. To me, that always feels good if I prop my head just a little bit, so that my head is still in alignment with the rest of my body and not dropping down toward the earth, because that's kind of hard on the cervical spine. But just stay here and notice your breath. And picture the breath coming in fresh, clean air delivered to your lungs. And as you exhale, let go of anything stale or negative, anything you need to release from your body. And notice the support you feel beneath you. Any body part that's touching the ground is feeling the supporting presence of the earth beneath you. And with each exhale, minding your breath, perhaps noticing a little release where you can sink a little bit deeper down and deeper down. And as you breathe, try and expand your lungs to their utmost capacity on the inhale, and release all of the air on the exhale. Know that it's okay to make adjustments at any time you need to in order to find more comfort, more ease as you surrender here. Again, surrender is not giving up, it's just giving in to what is, noticing and being with it. And I told you in my previous video that that's what I love about Yin Yoga. Teaches you to breathe through anything life sends your way. Breathing through all of the comfortable and uncomfortable sensations in your body, noticing them as they arise, and with your exhale, letting them go. Stay committed to your breath throughout your practice. Expanding on the inhale, releasing, letting go or letting it be on the exhale. And stay here for 5 more deep, relaxing breaths. If you'd like to add a sigh to any of your breaths, know that that is perfectly fine. In fact, sighing helps relax your nervous system a little bit more. And then after 5 breaths there, we'll walk our hands back up our legs, setting the pillows aside. And then shaking out your legs just to see how they're feeling. Slide your hands back so your fingers are pointing forward, or you can turn them out slightly if that feels better. And bend into your elbows and just gently drop your knees side to side and see what you notice. And then as you rise up, feel free to roll the wrists around if they need it. And walk your feet in close to your bottom as you like. We're going to head into bound angle pose. I'll turn slightly towards you. So my knees are flared out wide. I'm just holding on to my ankles now to try to relax my hips. And know that it's great or okay or perfectly acceptable to put a pillow underneath each knee. And then hang on to your toes, and maybe you can walk the feet in a little closer or not, your choice. You're the yogi, you get to choose. And then take a tall inhale, and as you exhale, take your elbows wide, gently pressing into the calves. And notice I'm keeping my spine flat at first, and then I'm relaxing forward over my legs. And again, a pillow right in here might feel good, or maybe putting one down on your feet so you have some way to support your head. And breathe deeply into the back body. And as you're supporting your head, if a little massage of the thumbs on the temples would feel good, go ahead and do that. I like to do a lot of massaging when I'm in Yin, just because that's when I kind of notice, hey, that feels tight. Now I'm just going to do my eyebrows by squeezing where they begin and then working my way out to the ends of the eyebrows. And then relaxing and breathing. Letting go a little more on each breath in this bound angle pose. Breathing expansively, filling the lungs up, exhaling completely, feeling your body relax a little more at the end of each exhale, or maybe even during the exhale. Four more deep breaths here. Very slowly letting the hands walk back in so that you can come up, and then use your hands to help guide your knees up toward the ceiling. And again, just slowly taking the knees side to side might feel like a nice counter pose. or that stretch for the inner thigh. And then we're going to come into a child's pose. So taking your knees wide, letting your big toes come together. And then some people like to put a pillow in between their calves and their thighs, especially if your seat doesn't rest all the way down on your ankles. And then some folks like to put a pillow in here or down here. It just depends on your body and how you are aligned and what would feel best for you. And we are all put together differently, so please honor your body. You can stretch those arms all the way out forward as you rest your head down either on the pillow or the ground, or if you like, you can stack your palms, or you can stack your fists. Just be sure you have some way to rest your head down. And take some expansive breaths, particularly noticing your back body when you're in child's pose. So as you inhale, feel your shirt rising up. As you exhale, feel your belly soften and melt down toward the ground a little more. Wherever you are, sometimes saying no with your head kind of helps to activate the pineal gland. And if you believe in the third eye, your intuition, the center of your forehead and your brain, just asking it to be with you today. Breathing deeply into the back body. If you notice any impingement in your shoulders at all, you can take your elbows out wide or bring your hands at your sides, palms up. That'll help really relax and round the shoulders forward. Just doing what's right for your body, moment by moment, breath by breath. And we surrender here, not letting go, not giving up, but just letting it be, being with what is. And stay here for 5 more surrendering breaths. And after your 5 breaths there, and do mind your own breath, make your way back up. And find a comfortable seat. Crossing at the ankles or not, you can always have one leg out straight if that feels better to you. At the beginning and at the end of any and every practice we do together. Take your hands together in front of your heart. Press your thumbs into your chest and pause here to notice your heartbeat. On your next inhale, feel someone lifting your skull up toward the sky. And as you exhale, we bow to one another, honoring each other for this time we spent together today. My heart to yours. Namaste. And I'd like to leave you with a very brief quote, and that is, breathe, let go, and remind yourself that this very moment is the only one you know you have for sure. Stay well, friends.